Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Right. I hope the previous session topics are cleared, right? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Fine. So we'll continue with the next keywords. Let me share my screen. Okay, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so last class we got discussed
Yes,
about
sir.
control statements. So the two control statements we have discussed, like conditional as well as looping statements. So at the end, we have end with like break and continue keywords, which will be used in loopings also and some other cases also, right? Now, next keyword is like simply class keyword. Next keyword is simply class keyword. The use of class keyword is in our object-oriented programming concepts, right? So we'll be using this in our object-oriented programming concepts to define the class. To define the class. So how we are going to use it? The syntax for the class definition is class keyword followed by class name followed by class name. So class name can be dynamic. Any names you can take as per your wish. Okay, so as per developer wish, any name we can able to take it. That is dynamic name, right? So here we can use parenthesis or else without parenthesis also we can able to define it. Okay, so why we need to use with parentheses in this? In some cases we'll be inheriting the different classes to one class. So that purpose we'll be using mostly parenthesis. If you're not using any parenthesis in the sense, the inheritance will not be happen in that specific class. That's the meaning. Okay. So now here also we need to use the colon. We need to use the colon and then press enter. Automatically the cursor will come inside the class definition. That means it's an indentation space. Automatically it will occupy the indentation space. Okay. So now here inside this you can able to initialize object. You can able to create functions. Anything you can do, or else simply if you want to do it as print, anything you want to do, you can do it. Okay, so class definition statement will be starting from the class keyword followed by the class name. Class name will be dynamic one. Any name we can take. So with parentheses, without parentheses, that's everything is fine. Clear? So I will explain an object-oriented programming concept, how class will work, how we are going to inherit everything. We will see one by one. As of now, understood the use case of class keyword. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Coming to the next keyword called def. This already we have seen. So what is the use of def keyword?
Define the predefined functions or methods.
To define the user functions, user defined functions.
User defined functions, not
User de-
predefined. Okay. The difference between predefined and user defined is a lot. Okay. So def keyword is used to define a user defined function. Okay. This is also same. Def keyword followed by function name. Function name, this can be dynamic one. Okay. Any name we can take. And then here also we can able to inside this we can able to mention multiple statements to execute this. Clear? So how we will execute this function? How the function will execute, how class will execute, like both case.
by using object name.
That is class function
Object
Using function name.
using function name. So we need to call this function using function name outside the function. Okay, outside the function, we need to call this function using function name. Clear? Then only it will execute. Clear? So these definitions are simple. This use case is also simple. Okay, let me comment this and then go for the next keyword. It's called del keyword. So you can able to understand by its name itself. Del means deleting of the variable or objects. Okay, so we can able to delete the variable name or object declaration, object names using del keyword. Okay, so for example, let me assign a equal to 10. Okay, I'm trying to print this a. What it will print now?
10.
What it will print now?
Prints the value
Print
of
10.
tens.
10. It is
10.
printing me 10.
10.
Okay, so after this statement, I'm
10,
going
sir.
to use del keyword, deleting off the variable name called a. Okay, after deleting, I'm trying to print this same variable. Next line. So what will happen now? What will happen now?
Del
This is first line, second line, third line, fourth line. Tell me this print statement output and this print statement output. 65 and 67.
65 print 10 values, print 10.
67.
65 line. 67 print undefined. Delete.
Okay, so let me execute this. You can see first initially the a value is printed. After deleting that a, I am again trying to print that same a variable. So it is giving me the error called name error. That means name a is not defined. Okay, why means it is deleted? Why means it is deleted in previous line. So next line it's not there. So that's why it's coming as name error. Name a is not defined. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have deleted that, so that's why it's not there in our specific declaration, variable name declaration. A name is not there, so automatically it's giving me name error. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, so this is simple case. Okay, so now coming to the next set of variables, like I'm going to discuss about this except, and then the specific thing called try. Okay, and then tries, and then finally. Okay, these 4 keywords will be used in exception handling. Okay, so just understand: try, except, finally, and then rise. 4 keywords: try, except, finally, rise. 4 keywords will be used in our exception handling. So what is exception handling? Any idea?
Find the errors.
Finding the errors.
Finding the errors by using
Not
exception
finding the errors, to handle
Handling
the
the
errors.
handling.
Okay, errors can be find by
Okay.
any ways. Simply we can here itself we are able to find the errors, right? So exception handling in the sense to handle the errors without errors should not come. That's how we need to manage the coding using exception handling. Okay, in other programming language we are having Java, so we are having try and catch block. So that thing is here exposed as try and except block. Okay, so what is try block? In the sense, whatever the logic you are writing, that logic will be inside try block. The logic will be inside try block. For example, let me have this case: c equal to 10 divided by 0. This is a basic error. Okay, I'm trying to print c. Okay, so before using this try block, what I'm going to do, I'm trying to execute this case. Okay, so what is the error I'm getting?
0 division.
0 division.
Division error, sir.
What is the error? 0 division error. That means the value will not be divided by 0. Okay, any value will not be divided by 0. Clear? So now I should not get this error. I need to handle this execution without getting error. Okay, I should know, but as a developer I should know there is an error in my logic, but the error should not visible to user side. The error should not visible to user side. So if I am writing program without this exception handling methods, in the sense, automatically this error will be displayed in the user side. That means in your UI page, front end page. Okay, I should not see the error message. Like users should not see the error message. Instead of that, they should see some other pages, like something like page not found. Okay, some connection error, a different kind of page, redirection page, which we have made for error purpose. Okay, so that page they need to see. So for that purpose, we need to use this exception handling mainly. We need to use this exception handling mainly. Okay, so what will happen in this? The try block will be having the entire logic, and then except block. Okay, except block we can able to catch the error also, but I'm just telling generally. We will see separately in exception handling topic at the end of the Python session. Okay, so if I tell now itself means you can't able to understand. By creating multiple logic, we can able to see that how we are going to catch that error message and everything. How we are going to raise our own exception using raise keyword. Everything we will see at the end. Okay, as of now, just giving you a simple example. Now inside this except block, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just print some message called error in logic. Okay, so what will happen now? Your program execution will not stop. Okay, listen carefully. Your program execution will not stop. Your program will execute successfully instead of this block. Okay, instead of this block, because this block is having error. Instead of this block, what will happen? Your except block will be executed. Your except block will be executed. So in this case, what we can do inside this except block, we can able to give some redirection page like page not found, connection error, okay, network error, some like a page under maintenance, like that we can able to give some redirection page to understand the user side errors. Okay, so now what will happen now? So let me try to execute this code so you can see what the content it is printing, error in logic. That means it's a except block content. Am I right? Okay, so now if I'm trying to divide it properly, okay, 10 divided by 2. Now what will happen?
5 and error in logic.
What?
Print 5 will be
5, sir.
5.
will be value 5 will
Only
be displayed.
the condition statement, like that means like logic will be executed successfully. It won't come to except block.
Yes.
It won't come to except block because logic does not have any errors, right? Why it is coming 5.0 in the sense in Python division you will be getting floating values, float values only. I will tell you in the operators. Okay, that we can able to understand. 5.0 that means float values only will be getting in the Python division operator. Clear as output. Fine. Now, so if any error in your logic, automatically your except block will be executed. If no error, your logic will be successfully executed. Simply you can able to understand. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine, right? Now, coming to the next case, finally block. Okay, I have not used raise keyword alone, but raise keyword will use at the end of the Python like exception handling. So as of now, just see the basic things. Okay, finally block. Okay, that means like simply I can make it as always executed. Okay, so the meaning of finally block in the sense, if you're having error also, if you're not having error also, always this block will be executed. Always this block will be executed. Okay, so when you're using try, you need to use compulsorily except. When you're using try, you need to use compulsorily except, but this finally is not compulsory block. Finally is not compulsory block. This is like if you want you can use it. For example, if error also, no error also, I want to execute some static methods, static functions, static statements. I need to execute all the times. Okay, for example, timers, schedulers, calendars. Okay, always I need to execute in the sense that finally block will be inside the finally block. We can able to write that functions, write that methods, all those things. You can able to write it inside that. So always, if error also, no error also, it will be executed successfully. Okay. So now we can see there is no error. Okay. So I'm trying to execute this case. See 5.0 that logic also executed, and as well as your finally block also executed. Okay, so now I'm just making this error. So again, one more time trying to run this program. You can see error message also printed, as well as your finally block also printed. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No,
Okay. So what you need to do in the sense, specifically, you have already done some 2 to 3 codings, I think. So I have seen in the groups, but most probably everyone done with a sample basic coding only. Okay, I need to see the lots of input, and as well as that 9 numbers logic. It's that working fine for all the numbers, all the inputs.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Randomly we have checked it. It's okay.
It should work. Okay. So that's what you need to make it. So that's why I ask you to take the input from console. That means terminal. Okay, at the time of execution, you need to take the input. Then only you can able to understand it is working for dynamic numbers or not, random numbers or not. Okay, fine. So what you need to do, use this try and exit block as well as in your already done programs. Okay, I will share some coding also today. Some basic combination coding I will share. So that also you need to work out. Right? Any doubt till now?
no, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Coming to the next keyword. Okay, so what is the next keyword? Rise keyword, I will tell you at the exception handling type. Rise means to rise our own exception. Okay, own error we can able to rise using the rise keyword. We will see. This is simple case only. That's not a big case. We will see at the end in the exception handling. Okay, don't worry about that. So these 4 keywords will be used only in exception handling, not other cases. Clear? Try, except, finally, and rise. 4 keywords will be used only in exception handling. Okay, this is very, very important one. Exception handling we will be using all the time mostly. Okay, 90% we will be using this exception handling methods. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Coming to the next keyword called from. Okay, so what is the use of this from keyword? Okay, before going to that from, this import. You know, import also on keyword we already used import. What is the use of import? Import the packages.
To improve.
Import the packages. Right? So this from keyword also. Okay, not only for importing the packages, importing some methods from one page to another page also, we'll be using this from keyword. Okay, how we will use in the sense, for example, let me write it here. From simply like mathematical package. Okay, from mathematical package, I need to import some specific method. For example, cosine method, cos. Okay, so the meaning of this statement is from mathematical package, math package, I am importing the single method called cosine method, cos method. Okay, so that's why we'll be using this specific keyword called from keyword. Okay, not only this package method importation, we'll be using for some other in Django. Okay, in Django we will be using for some other methods importing from one page to another page. Okay, methods as well as class definitions. We'll be importing from one page to another page using this from keyword alone. Using this from keyword. Okay, are you able to understand the use of from keyword?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So this is what we need to understand the case. Fine. Coming to the next 2 keywords, I will explain it theoretically now, but practically I will show it in the functions. Okay, function topics, user defined function topics. One is global and as well as non-local. Okay, so what is global and non-local? Any idea?
Global variable
you can
which is
include entire
declared
the
can be
program,
used anywhere in the code.
entire the program.
Either within the function also and outside the function also we can access the global variables.
Non-local?
Non-local means
only in functions, sir. Only in functions. Which are defined in the functions, they are only usable in that functions only.
Okay, so it's partially correct, partially wrong. So global keyword is used to declare a variable as global variable. That's the meaning. Then only the global variable takes place. Okay, global keyword is used to make a variable as global variable. What is global variable in the sense? It can be used inside the function also, as well as say outside the function also. Normal function, user defined functions. Okay. Coming to non-local keyword. So non-local keyword in the sense is it is used to make a variable as non-local variable. So what is a non-local variable in the sense? It is used inside nested functions. It will be used inside only in nested function. Nested function means inner function as well as outer function. One function inside another function, that is called nested function. Okay. In that case only non-local variable will be used. So global variable will be used in as well as nested function also we can use it, but some cases mostly normal functions we will be using that global variable. This is the difference. Clear? These keywords are used to make the variable as global as well as non-local variable. Understood? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, I will show you example wise in function. Just understood the keyword use case now. Right? Fine. So till this it's fine for today. Okay. So tomorrow I will explain this in already we have discussed is lambda, okay, and then this pause keyword return, and then while already is with and eld, okay, only these 5 to 6 keywords are there. Tomorrow I will complete this, and then we will go for data types. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So today I will
Yes, sir.
send some programs to you now itself. Okay, let me share the programs now itself. I will share it in the chat box itself. Google Meet chat. Don't leave the call, okay, so that you can't able to understand the task which I have given. These topics are clear. Another, I'm not getting you. So I have shared in the chat box. I don't want to see any online coding copied from any websites because I can able to understand easily. So whether you have copied from internet or you have done it from by yourself or not. So you need to use only two things: conditional statements, looping statements. Only two things you need to use. Don't define any functions. Don't define any other things. Only use inputs. Take inputs from the console or terminal, and then use only the conditional statements as well as looping statements, and use some operators like arithmetic operators, multiplication, or that is basic things that you can use it. Okay, this is you can able to done with only the loopings as well as conditional statement. You can able to do it. Okay, 5 programs I have shared it to you. Try to complete by today itself. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. It won't take much time. Do it by yourself. I need to see variable declaration as identifier names, proper coding, proper structure. I need to see. Okay, previous screenshot I have seen that, but the coding is not properly structured. The input taken is not properly taken. So everything is like it's a collapsed one. So you need to do it properly. Structure should be proper. Clear? Understood everyone? So everything is noted, everything is I'm viewing. Okay, so you don't think I'm not seeing the screenshot at all. Every screenshot I'm seeing daily basis. Okay, so do it properly. Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
I have already shared in the chat box. Please copy it and paste it somewhere. If I close the session, it will disappear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so use it and then do it. Thanks. Thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks. Okay, sir.